Hello everyone. So today I'll be taking us on entry signal indicators for cryptocurrency trading. Now, before I go into this video, I want you to know that I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm making this video in order to help you or anyone out there who want to go into margin or future trading on how to enter trades properly without losing your capital. But you need to backtest this. You need to paper trade it to ensure that you are very confident with this strategy before going into a live trade with your hard-earned money. So let's get started. To enter this trade, we need to first determine what the trend is. For us to determine what the trend is, we'll go to the daily time frame and we click on the daily time frame, and we can see that I am trading the Lunar USDT pair, and we can see that this Lunar USDT pair is on an uptrend on the daily time frame. How do I know it's in an uptrend? I can come to my indicator here and type EMA. So once I click on the EMA, you can see on my 9-period EMA, we are in an uptrend. You can see this blue line. It's in an uptrend. But I'm not using the 9-period EMA. I'm using the 50-period EMA. So I'm going to change this. I come to input and I change the length to 50 and say OK. Now you can see that the price is well above the 50-period EMA, and at this point it was even retesting the 50-period EMA before moving back up. So this is a clear sign that this chart is in an uptrend. Then for those who want to go into scalping or day trading, you may need to come to the 4-hour time frame. Click here, come to the 4-hour time frame. And you can also see that the 4-hour time frame is in an uptrend, and you can see it happening here. When the price is in an uptrend, we want to trade with the trend, because there is a saying that says that trend is your friend to the end. So the next thing we want to do is to draw our support and resistance line. So we come to the left hand side of the chart. You can see this trend line. I click on the arrows in front and I click horizontal lines. I want to check my support and resistance where price reacted, and I can see the first line where I can see that it's obvious that price reacted was here, and then there was resistance here. Sorry, this is a support line. Then there was another resistance up here. So I can see all this resistance happening here, and you see here we have 1 touch here, 2 touches, 3 touches, and you can see that when price moved from here to this point, it came back almost to this point, then tried to break out from this point, respected this point, went up here all the way down, respected this point before going up, and there was a breakout here till it got to this point. So we've already drawn that out. So the next indicator that we'll need to put in this chart to confirm our entries is to use the Ichimoku cloud. So I'm going to type Ichimoku cloud. Now once I type the Ichimoku cloud, you can see it produces something like a mess on the chart, but don't worry. I'm going to come to my setting, come to the star, and I'm going to uncheck the lagging span, leading span A, leading span B, and the plot background, and say OK. Now once I do this, you'll be able to see that I have quite a clear moving averages on my chart. So I want to remove the 50 period moving average for you to see the lines that are left in the Ichimoku cloud. Now one thing I need you to note is that you can see there is a blue line and there is a red line. Anytime the blue line is above the red line, we enter a long. Because price is on an uptrend, we will not want to enter a short in this market because it's not going to be profitable. As the saying goes, that the trend is your friend to the end. So we only want to enter long signals. So you can see that it gave us a nice entry signal, but look at where it exited the trade. Look at where the blue line crossed the red line. You would have lost some money here because you missed this part of the trade. You could have exited around here. That is why I said they are entry indicators. Look at this point too. You can see that the blue line crossed the red line at this point and got to this point, and look at where it is crossing over. You might have lost some profit you could have secured at some of this point. You may not be able to catch the trade to take profit at the very top, but you want to take your profit at a decent area, and this indicator is not giving us that benefit. And now if we add our 50 period moving average, we can see our 50 period moving average. I will change the color to black so that it can be clear. All right, so we can see that our 50 period moving average is showing us that price is in an uptrend. And look at this very place where we entered this trade. You can see that the 50 period moving average was below, and the blue line crossed over and the red line crossed over, and the blue line was on top while the red line was beneath. So we know that we are entering a long at this very point. We are entering a long at this very point because that is where the crossover happened. We will enter a long at a point around here. We will enter a long at a point around here. And so you can see that we had like 3 or 4 opportunities to enter a long. If anyone was going to short this market, you will see you would not have made anything here. You wouldn't have made anything here. In fact, you might have lost some money. Maybe you could have made a little profit around here, but you might have lost more in this trade trying to short this market. So definitely this is how I enter my trade. So if you want to know how to exit a trade and lock in your profits, then stay tuned for my next video, which will be on indicators on how to exit a trade profitably. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.